Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Rodin here with some Riders in the Sky. So we're doing Monsters, Wild Hunt, plus Aussie and the usual suspects. So far, I've played a few matches. I haven't been able to get a good video for it. Some combination of just absolutely terrible play from my side, and then some opponents that disconnect in round 3 and create a very anticlimactic match indeed. So hopefully this time we can get something that's good. And yeah, this is the deck. It's by no means perfect, by no means fully optimized. I just want to try a lot of the new cards. So that's pretty much what we're doing. I think I have nearly everything in the, of the new card set except for the Purify. Obviously, I'm going for Devotion. So everything inside monsters, that is. And I do believe that is accurate. I have everything except the Purify. I don't know how popular Poison is going to be. Veil is pretty annoying if you try to poison stuff. Obviously you can poison the stuff that doesn't have Veil, but we'll see. I don't know how prevalent Veil is going to, either Veil or Poison are going to be, so we're just kind of exploring. I'm sure most people are trying new stuff now. I've been playing some weird matchups.
Any lost words?
Apparently, I've been kind of disappointed with the frost mechanic, mostly because if your opponent passes, you're not going to win on the board as it is. You're forced to play another card. Otherwise, your own, your frost isn't going to take it. It's not going to do anything. Good. Okay, so up against monsters with Force of Nature, stranger. I think I will play this guy. I'm not gonna give him either a charge or the TA. I want the TA on this guy, Nethril. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So how about I just not do that? Do this. And we waste some of your frost. It's an interesting opening move, for sure. Okay, that doesn't affect dominance whatsoever. At least not on this turn. She has Drive. I completely forgot about that. Alright. Seize dominance. Play an engine. Sounds good. I really want to get these guys out as quickly as possible. Now lower his chances for dominance. Double frost, pretty annoying. I think I'll play the beast to tank one of the rows. Actually, maybe I should have parasited that thing. I forgot that he's holding 3 points. Set it up for next turn, I guess. Yeah, I don't actually have any frost effects. And maybe I should have played my own Beast Boy. Oof. Okay, so do I want to kill him or Eridan? Aridin equals 2 extra points of damage. This thing is 1 per turn plus 3 points of damage. So I think he's a lot better than Aridin. Oh crap, the beast isn't going to grow because I don't have anything bigger. Okay. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to play out my bronzes. So now, do I want to try to push him or just go for a 10 card round 3? Given that I have a bunch of frost, he used a lot of his frost. I think I'll toss this guy out and see what I can get. I do actually want the movement. Do I? I'm kind of forced to split my rows. I'm going to keep the movement. Hopefully I can get 7 points out of him. I think we'll start here. Wait, what am I doing? I was supposed to pass. What am I doing? I was going to pass. Oh. So bad. What am I doing? Oh, failure. Absolute, total failure. There's no Yigern. Okay, I can get my card back here. I need to pass. Oh, that was so dumb. He has to play something big. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oops. Did he just pass? Yeah, friend, Frost sucks. I'm sorry to tell you. But Frost doesn't work that way. Frost does not work that way. Oh my god. So apparently neither of us know what the hell we're doing. It's reassuring. Alright, so we have Nilfgaard. Double cross? No, strategic withdrawal. Okay. Vilga forts or something? Alright, so we don't want you in my opening hand. Honestly kind of tempted to kick the Aussie. I don't mind having some bronzes to play. Oops. I was looking for the rider to get them the hell out of the way. Alright, so we're up against Nilfgaard. Poison's obviously on the table. Do I play against Joust or do I play against Poison? They're both kind of annoying. I guess I'll do neither. Actually, Nilfgaard might play well into the Frost, like the double Frost, since they want to do stuff like Magni. Give an enemy unit spine. Is there a benefit to that other than something like Vincent or like the transforming guard? I don't know, honestly. I suppose it's... I can either do damage or... I guess I'll just play the Veil. Actually, since this guy has Veil, I can give him the buff.
We shall conquer this world as we have conquered countless others.
Does Veil itself count as a status? Oh, of course, conspiracy is the payoff. Okay, fair enough. I guess I'll display Eager. And I should get a Frost going. Could be an invocation here. Okay. I mean, I could be looking for the invocation. Okay, so...
I feel an edict coming on.
yeah, Veil doesn't let that happen. Is he actually going to play his transforming card? Not yet.
The Empire will be victorious.
Cut the grass. Okay. That was a lot of thinning, but I'm not sure it was actually worth it. Okay.
Death comes for you.
Oh, this thing has assimilate. Oh shit. That's probably going to be a pretty good... I think I want to get out here. I don't want to keep playing golds, and he's giving me the pass, I'll take it. Another amnesty. So we got tier 2. Did I play the thinning? No. Don't really want to get rid of these cards. This is an excellent dry pass card. I honestly don't value this very highly. I guess I could dump that, and then that. Not a dry pass. Okay. I don't know if pushing monsters is usually the best idea. Granted, if I'm using weathers, a short round is not necessarily what I'm looking for.
I shall flog them into submission.
Ooh, Magni. He didn't use his charges, so I think this is a pretty good time to play this. He gets the queen out
Never know peace again.
and threatens to give me a card as well as make him not enjoy his stay in this round. He's still going. Okay. Another coup de grace. Fortunately, I wouldn't have been able to do anything about such a big boy anyway. That does shut off his Magni division, so there's that. Alright, so he's gonna lose 4, I gain 6, so I'll play for 10, but then he would lose... No, if he passes he wouldn't lose shit. I would gain another 2, but then I would have to play a card. Is there... If I play for 10 on the beast, that's going to be 16. Wait. Playing for 10 wouldn't be enough from the beast, but if I play a charge, that would be enough. I did the math wrong. What did I do wrong?
I'll remain unseen, be assured.
Why? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter since he's playing anyway. Also, he hit the shield with that. He didn't hit any shield because Veil prevents shields. Derp. Okay, unfortunately no movement, which is pretty annoying. Right. Really doesn't want to get out of the round. There we go. So now I haven't been able to actually play my thing, which means I have the option of doing it with the transforming card himself. So I pretty much do have Ozzy with Naglfar. I could definitely draw something worse than this. Okay, so now that is Parasite. I guess this is fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I think we start off with you and shield. And then I'll play you.
My rule will be strong, my rule will be righteous.
You have Veil. But I could kill you with a Parasite. I think that's definitely worth it. Because one of those things that gives... Well, actually he... Yeah, I think that's worth doing. Hello? Game? Oops. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess that is a problem with the Usurper only having 6 HP. Veil doesn't protect you against damage. I think he was too greedy to leave it on the board. Especially because he had strategic withdrawal, so he could have used it and saved the card. And at least if he replayed it as an 8, I mean, I still would have been able to kill him with Nithral plus Parasite. But it's a lot harder to kill an 8 than it is to kill 6. Typically. Okay, I guess. I think I'll hold this. Up against Northern Realms, I would maybe want to play... No Nithral, right? Alright, so I'll just play the TA on this guy. Okay. Do I want to play Igorn? Maybe. I want him to show me something a little better than that. Does that... Wow!
You would make a good slave.
I'm impressed. It does screw my dominance, so I guess that forces me to play Ygritte. I don't think I've confirmed to him that I have devotion just yet. Oh. Okay. Kind of surprised by that, to be honest.
Resistance is futile.
I guess. Maybe I should have passed. Alright, that gives out the queen. I didn't really want to do that, honestly. Can he actually kill the Ygritte? I'd be very sad if he could. Is he going to play something like Unsace? Triss. Okay. What's that going to pull?
I will not let this become a second
That's thunder. Why did you damage it? I will take that pass. Okay. And apparently he didn't have a bronze away. Of course, he can get the 10 card round 3 if he wants it, but I'm pretty sure I traded up in that round. Whole lot of bronzes and Egern and the Queen compared to pretty good golds actually. Well, Philippa and Donimer, and then an okay-ish gold. Not really. It's a kind of shit gold. I didn't thin, right? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Dump on you and you. Alright, see if he's just gonna pass. Yes, fair enough. Value the movement or... The crew could be really good.
You will make a lovely stay.
Because I can maybe get a lot of value out of this thing. Maybe a bit too much frost in my hands. What's left on the deck? Some very good stuff. That's one of them. So actually I'll probably just dump this as well. Okay, fine. So do I want the beast or the phantom? Maybe want the beast.
I wonder how long you last.
And then we can do Oberon. Aww. Unfortunate.
Bring me Fistek and leave me be.
Oh, hi. I do have dominance. That's awesome.
This one has the life force of a cockroach.
I mean, he could duel me. Would I prefer to lose Oberon or Nithral? I think I would prefer to actually lose Oberon. Is that true? Yeah, because this is 2 per turn. Well, this is only 1 per turn. Siege. Okay. How about I get you some thrust? Actually, I probably would have wanted that shield on Eridan.
You shall die.
Okay. Can't do the same trick again, sadly. Although one of those rams is going to be wasted on the shield. Assuming I play something smaller. Actually, this is a pretty good movement. Because I deny him three points of damage. So I could do the same trick again. Is this at the end of the round? Echo? At the beginning of the round. So you can't do something like Echo Nagamfar. Unfortunate. Alright, well, it's good either way. I guess I'd want to get the beast going. Sure. Oh, I already played a card, just kidding. This is the reason. I guess I'd rather kill this. I mean, this is by far the most beautiful use of Frost I've ever been able to get, and thankfully has even more row locked stuff.
With me, you forget yourself.
That's a pretty nice motto. That is pretty nice.
Ha! Yet another horn for my collection.
Ah, it feels good to have Erden actually do something. That's not good. Yeah, it's not gonna do anything for you. It's gonna die too. Alright, it's finally time to get the beast rolling. I'm actually out of frost effects. How sad. Well, you're never gonna have inspired, sorry.
We shall conquer this world as we have conquered countless others.
To arms!
Did I parasite that? It would have made more sense to parasite Diana. Didn't really think about her at the time. I guess I'll let him have one green health unit.
Army's a waste of time for them like me.
Oh, drummer got nerfed. Oof. Alright, alright. Doesn't really matter if I play... I want to be able to punish back row on Sace, so I'll play the Aussie now. I still have Beast, that's a pretty decent Baron target, so it's not terribly important whether he gets the Beast or Aussie.
Left, right,
Those are some very late drummers. Very, very late. And he boosted the same unit. Okay. Well, that was the best showcase of Frost I have ever been able to pull off. By quite a bit. Like, not even close. Let's try to do another and see if it was a fluke or not. So I was wondering if the new Wild Hunt movement guy is actually better than Drowner. He's very difficult to get the 7 points of value on him without wasting like a tick on Frost, for example. So I was thinking that he's maybe not really any better than Drowner, or maybe even worse than it. The benefit to him is that he's more flexible. You don't have to play him early into a round. You can wait for movement to be relevant without, losing points from Thrive. This may be a little too much bronze. Shit. Although that's actually kind of fine because that lets me play the double frost, and I don't really want to play her round 1. Alright, so we're up against poisons. Yikes. So I could definitely have a revoke. Actually, I'm not sure what Scoia'tael are doing this season. I heard that Harmony was going to be nerfed, but I haven't actually seen that happen. I didn't really look at the patch notes, and I haven't looked at my Harmony deck since I logged in today. I've been almost exclusively playing monsters. So apparently we're going for the new Symbiosis tag. Actually, I do have Nithril. I didn't even notice that. I'm kind of scared to give Nithril TA because that's just a massive poison magnet. If he didn't have the rebuke, I think he's not gonna use this. Because he's going to want to poison Nithril anyway. If I give him another 5 points on top of it, it's just a free gift. He did have a rebuke, son of a bitch.
We make certain the Naglfar is ever sated.
I like putting the TA on these guys. Hmm. Hmm.
King Oberon, Tyr.
So that is the combination of Dryad's Caress on this new card. And it's definitely nice. So Dryad's Caress plays for 3 plus 6 plays for 9? It's pretty damn good value for a 4. Obviously it's punishable by damage, but luckily for him I didn't have any such damage. Hmm.
Show me the coin or sod off.
I guess it's a slow turn, so I can play the frost. Oof. Even more vitality. That's a lot of vitality. More importantly, it threatens my dominance. Alright, this is my pass. Sucks that I don't get to play my thinning, but if I don't pass now, I'm gonna have issues. Because I'm gonna lose my dominance. And he's gaining 2 per turn, plus carryover. Oh, he's playing Council.
Good human is a dead human.
Council Defender. Wow. Okay.
You'll need to take one plowing step further.
Alright, I'll take it. Let's see if he's gonna try to bleed me or if he's just gonna take the long round. I imagine he wants the long round, but I'm not upset about that. Yep, I don't necessarily mind. Just have to be careful to... Didn't get use out of this, sadly. Have to be careful to not get too much frost and to not draw the one break I still have in the deck, aka the queen. Oh shit, I don't have an Aussie target set up. Hello. That is a big, big problem. Are you joking? I need to play Ygern and hope he poisons it. Please poison. Ozzy needs you to poison. Otherwise, Ozzy will be very sad and have to eat a 7-point unit. I really do like this card. It's very, very useful for many situations. Fall Waters, presumably.
Wind whistles with those words.
Really sucks to have this friggin' thing stuck in my hand.
Mother Earth, I grant you my life. From you it came, to you it returns.
What? That was not Fall Waters at all. Excuse me? Unfortunately, that would make it 7. And by 7, I mean 10. Alright, he can't get shield, but whatever. Enemy unit bleeding. Yeah, you can't get that bleeding. I don't have Aridin either. I didn't draw shit. Oh, that sucks. Is Aridin gonna be better than the Beast? Maybe. I was hoping for Oberon. I was definitely hoping for Oberon.
The only good one is a dead one.
I believe I parasite that. So this is pretty awful. I have my queen bricked. I have Aussie bricked, semi-bricked. Ugh. Not gonna have dominance. I think I should have played this a while ago.
My ice will pierce both your hearts and minds.
Oh boy. I wonder if he's gonna like overswarm. I guess not if I do this. I no longer care. Well, actually, I do care about dominance for this. That's a lot of symbiosis. The thing is, I'm not going to be able to establish dominance. It really, really sucks. I guess I can try. I wonder if it would have been more to... It might have been more to use this guy to establish dominance. Probably. I'll do it now, I guess. For the last tick of Eridan's.
Nothing rivals skin of unicorn. Their hair, so silky.
Really sucks that he's not going to kill anything for Ozzy. Really, really sucks. I don't think I can possibly win this. He has a ton of symbiosis. Maybe if he somehow spends a bunch of points to kill Ygern and I get that consume, but an 8-point Aussie is not what I'm looking for here. Oof, 18-point Gord. And he could still have an Oak. Yeah, there's nothing in his graveyard and my best is a 7. Not ideal. Pretty bad. Break the Queen, break the Aussie. Pretty, pretty sad.
Drink this, you'll feel better.
Maybe I still could have gotten more points out of using the Phantom to assert dominance and gotten those frost ticks with Yrden. I mean, not Yrden, Eridan. That might have been better. Right, let's try uno más. Yeah, the issue with this deck is definitely it's very prone to bricking. I don't like that. It's very, very prone to bricking. It might be better to give up dominance. I mean, not dominance, devotion.
Speak up.
So you can run
Barely
consistency
hear over the
cards.
sound of you drowning.
Speaking of bricks, how you all doing? It's a whole lot of bronze in my hand. And I don't have TA this time. Up against another Mystic Echo. I think I do like the idea of using the Hound as a Minesweeper for potential removal. That might get used on Nithro. But yes, I don't have a good way to actually establish dominance. Like if he has something bigger than 7, which he can do fairly easily with either TA or the Beast. I mean, not the Beast. This thing.
'Tis my tree. I was born with it. I shall die with it.
Okay, so now I can't do that. Let's try this, I guess. I guess I could have used a Carapace. This does let me set up Wild Hunt Warrior to kill that thing, potentially. Alright, so I have Train Hawk. Alright, so I'm curious now that its order is disabled, if it's actually going to have, if it's still going to get its bonus. Yep. Okay, cool. So the big hound growing helps the little hound. That's cute. Uh-oh. Fall. This might hurt my dominance. I really should have played this thing while I had it.
Why yes, they won't let us talk to strangers.
It's shipping nature, oh boy. Boost by 5 and vitality 5. Yep, rip dominance.
Would you rather I crush your head or rip it clean off?
Not so happy about not having frost, I have to say.
We shall conquer this world as we have conquered countless others.
I might be getting myself into a bad situation here if he passes. I didn't actually do the math. He's gaining 2 per turn. So that's potentially 4. I guess I can go down to 4 cards and it doesn't really matter. This is an awful hand though. I have way too many bronzes in my hand. Transform himself into what now? Okay.
King Oberon, Tiernalia.
Alright. Okay. Once again, not having dominance is really hurting. So I'm getting 3 per turn. But I'm out of place pretty much. Yeah, I think I need to pass here. I have way too many bronzes in my hand. And all of them, except for one, are 4 out of the 5 cards in my hand are based on dominance. And there was no way for me to get dominance. Oh yeah, actual frost. Oh nice. Please don't brick me. Oh, I'd be so sad if I could brick. Fuck. Okay, I got this piece of shit out of my hand. And out of my deck. Hey. Rip unicorn, by the way. Oh good, I have nothing set up for Aussie. Oh boy, that's a lot of frost. That's a lot of frost. I really wish those animations were faster. The animations don't have to be faster, but like the effect should be faster. Like click, right click, space, next turn. You can let the animations play at whatever speed you want, but the effects should be faster. It also really hurts when you're on a timer, because you have to wait for the animations and then you get screwed and the game forces you to assassinate your own units. I don't think I've uploaded that video yet, but oh god, the pain. Okay, so that's a 5. I can deal with that pretty effectively. I could be greedy and play Alberon and hope that I get one of these things, but that seems silly. And I should play Egern sooner rather than later. Oh, looks like we're going Dryad murdering. Sounds fun to me. I guess this is an issue of the Dryad's archetype. Something like Pafko or Nithral, sorry. There's also the black something or other. The guy that's range locked to the row locked to the range row. Alright, this is...
Though trees live longer than humans, they need protection from it.
This will probably be a pretty good round.
Then burn it with the rest.
Guts. Do I have Erden left? Yes, I do. I don't necessarily want to double up on the 8 power. I think 6 damage is going to be pretty hard for him to do. I do need to get my frost going though. But I'm denying engines from him very efficiently. I just have way too much frost in my hand. Like way too much. I do have the movement to use it though. I just need to make the shorter effects. Oh hey.
Only the pure light of the snow. All else disgusts me.
And I do want to get Erden going. Oh wait, what am I talking about? I don't have Naglfar. Consistency? You don't have any consistency? What are you talking about?
Kill. Give no warning.
Okay, what are we getting?
Don't leave me here. Not alone. I'll beg you.
Okay.
We make certain that Naglfar is ever sated.
I can also use the movement to kill Dryads. I probably want to get the Red Riders going. So 3 turns. I suppose it's more efficient to get 1 extra turn here rather than... Well, if I get... It's 2 turns, right? Yeah. I'll be missing 1 turn here and overdoing this row. I think it doesn't make a difference. In that case, I guess I'll play on both rows. Although it did actually make a difference because of this guy. I want to make sure that the range row keeps going. Fair enough. Oh shit, I had Parasite. I had Parasite to deny some of that vitality. Oops. Scary. But I do still have a shield. He could be baiting me by having poison, but I mean, he just wasted 5 damage with that master bait. Yeah, and at this point, let's kill some tokens. In case there's any, like, bone talisman action going on. Alright, nice. So 2 new faction decks. Frost versus Symbiosis. I like it. So I don't know, I think the deck is playable. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near top tier just because of the it uses at its core, and I don't mean the decks like my deck specifically, I just mean the Wild Hunt archetype. I don't think it can be tier 1 because at its core it's centered around a mechanic which is not all that good, aka Frost. Also because it's like it can have very high value in long turns, especially if your opponent doesn't play around it or you force them to play into it with movement. The problem is it plays for gradual value, which means it's not playing for tempo, which means you can get passed on really hard and you're just screwed. Maybe I'm talking on my ass. I guess it remains to be seen once whatever is considered a top tier version of this deck, and by top tier I mean whatever the best version of this deck materializes and becomes widely used. We'll see how good it really is. I don't think this is a bad iteration. It's just, I don't know, I'm not going to pretend that I'm a master deck maker or anything. It's just my, I believe this is my second or third draft. I do think that this is better than running the Andrega Larva, which is what my first draft ran. I think the movement is definitely beneficial. Also, Abron being able to buff Wild Hunt units is pretty nice. It might be better to forego Devotion in favor of being able to run cards like Mata and Royal Decree. Maybe one or the other. I don't know if you would want to run like all three of Naglfar, Mata, and Decree. That'll probably be too much provisions spent on just consistency. But it would be nice to have at least the Mata. My issue with this deck is it's not the most complex to play. It does have some thought involved, but it's very prone to breaking. Because you're running, Wild Hunt Riders, you're running the Queen, so you have a lot of breaks going around. It's very scary to mulligan. I guess you could always play, like trying to keep the Wild Hunt Riders in your deck, and then play for Abron to draw them. I believe they got changed, so now they do. Yeah, it is. I think it used to be like you pull one copy, but it got changed to summon all copies. So you can pull them with Abron and get like +3 from his ability in round 3. So that is nice for sure. But I don't know if it's actually better. Obviously, it would cause you to forgo the other Wild Hunt options, and there are some very nice ones. I really do like this new card, and that would be probably one of the saddest parts about getting rid of Devotion, that you can't play this card. You can't play it in your deck, and you can't summon it from this guy. Spawn and play. So if you don't have Devotion, you can't use the Conquerors. And it's kind of weird because it says spawn and play. What the fuck? Spawn, add a card to the game. Isn't that what create used to be? What does Triss do now? So what is create? Spawn one of 3 random cards from the specified source. Oh, okay, so spawn and play a random card. And then this is create and... Okay, gotcha. So his evolved version lets you choose from 3 options. His default round 1 form just spawns a random one. Fair enough. But I do believe if you are not running Devotion, you not only cannot get the buffs from the 3rd phase, you also cannot get... You also don't get the Veil, which is nice. And you also do not get the ability to play Conquerors, which are pretty much the best options. Although they're still very good ones from Wild Hunt. Like the movement guy is possibly worth it. You can get something like a Hound. You can get the... this guy could be good if you need the Frost. This guy could be good if you need the movement. This damage is often useful. This one's probably one of the least that you want to play. Although if it can help you get dominance, then that's pretty nice. Although of course, if it's going to help you get dominance, then you're not going to be able to actually use her. But you can also use something like this guy, the Purify. It can be very helpful as well. So I don't know. There's a wide variety of options. Obviously, giving up the devotion for him wouldn't be the best, and I'd be more upset about not being able to play the Conquerors. But it might be necessary. I don't know. You could also you do a more hybridized, like not going full in on the Wild Hunt package, and instead doing more of like a Bronze Thrive package. You know, your typical standard fare with Bruxa and Dragalarvo. And then you can use Drowners maybe instead of the Bruisers, and just focus more on a more conventional Thrive deck, and just sprinkle in a couple of the best Wild Hunt cards. Which, what would that be? Well, I mean, it would be Conqueror, but if you're not going Devotion, then you can't run him. I don't think Riders is worth it. Like, it's potentially 8 damage, but 8 for 6 is not so amazing that you would have to include it. I think the point of Riders is to synergize with other cards that have Frost synergy, like the Bruiser or Crew. By itself, I don't think it's worth including in a deck that isn't centered around that mechanic. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what comes of it. I don't expect Frost to become a top tier deck. So Monsters is probably not going to be a top tier deck again this season. Unfortunate, but oh well, it's fun. And as you can see, I like my monsters. Even if they're not top tier, I have quite a few different monster lists. I do like the faction, even though it's not the best. But oh well, if it's fun, I like it. Take care. Have a good one.